Good morning, everyone. This is our next program, that is developing a student registration form with validation support using JavaScript. So, as we have seen how to create a responsive uh, web page, the previous exercise, now we are going to see a form doing its validation. Okay, for this also we have to create a basic HTML page. Okay, wherein we are, here is our basic HTML, that is I am named it as index.html, and form validation.js is my JavaScript file, where I have written the code to interacting with the DOM elements. Okay, so let's see what does it consist of. Okay, here is the code. Let's see the output of it. How does it works? The same thing how we have implemented, that we are going to see. Okay, the output of this, here is the output of the student registration form, where it includes the title, heading tag. The title of this page is student registration, and the heading tag I have given as student registration form. Here is the label. Have given a break and an input box I have given. Okay, input field, text field. Okay, that I have given, and one more label. These two label and this text. This text input is are associated with the name that we are given for this input text, that is when that has to be associated with this label, where in the label we are going to create label for. In that for we have to give the name of this text area. Okay, okay, input text area. Okay, next is, I'm using another label called email, and for that also I'm giving an input text, and password is also another label that is been associated with this input box, and confirm password is another label which is associated with this text input, and age is another label which is associated with this text input. If you see this here it is incremental and decremental. Okay, so how does it work? Here if I don't give anything and try to register, it is showing me alert that name is required. Those fields are, I have mentioned that to be as an required fields. Okay, all the fields has to be given. Okay, once if we give, if I give email wrongly, okay, what does it shows? Well, let's see. Okay, so if I say like this, so it is giving me a prompt. Okay, that please include an uh, at the rate in the email address. So that is missing at the rate. Okay, next password. What we are saying, password must be at least 6 characters long. Okay, and then age. Okay, age must be between 18 to 100, and when we click it, so here it is still saying that we have missed. Okay, some valid password I am giving. I have given 123. Okay, and confirm the same password. I've given the same 123. As mentioned, the age should be between 18 to 100. So now I have filled all the fields and clicking on the register. Then what does it saying? See, password. Here I made a mistake, that password must be at least 6 characters long. Okay, I'll give 4562 123 456. Here I have given password 6 characters long. Now I am pressing the button. So here it is saying my form submitted successfully. This is our output for the how we have written the code. Just look into that. So here is our HTML page, where I said my title should be student registration. That has been included in the title tags, in the head tags. In the head tag I have included title tag. Okay, it comes under head tag only. And styling, using CSS I have done styling part. Wherever if error occurs, that we have seen, where if at all if we have didn't put at the rate symbol, uh, a proper email address, when it is not given, it is showing the message in red color. Okay, so margin bottom it is showing in the block that you have to enter a proper address, email address, and ampersand at the rate should be included, like that. Okay, so that message is, so in the head tag only we have used this styling things. Okay, and in the body, how the body should look. So student registration form is the heading that I have used, h2 tag I have used, and then form we have created. Form id is registration form. Okay, so, and I told you I have created a label called name. I have given for what this label will be associated with this. For where is the name given for this input. Okay, what is the input box? It will be taking a text. What type of it? It is going to take a text. The id for that input box is name, and the name of that input field is name only. So here if you see these two fields, the name for this input, a input field should match with this label. For this name has to be given. Okay, in this way this label and this input field will be associated. And the span, so here what we are saying, and the span id also we have given up to where. So name error, if it is showing the id is name error, class is error, and span employee. In that way, if our email also we have created a label and associated with the input field email id, name I have given, and again email error. Okay, and the next is password. For password we have kept a condition, no, there it has to show me that it has to enter, you should enter 6 letters password. Okay, so that we will see in the logic that is in javascript. Okay, and next is confirm password is one more field that we have attached. Again we have asked age. If you see here, in the password, if you in the email, if you see here, email type is input field, it has to take email. That means it will be throwing an error if at all when we didn't keep given and write email, so email id, so it was showing us a error that it should give email, ampersand should be there, at the rate should be there. Okay, and password, if you see password, when we are saying type as a password, it is mentioning at least 6 letter should be there in your password. So that is where type is password, when we are mentioning type as password, this is the condition, it's already predefined. Okay, so for password and confirm password, we are mentioning what type of the field it is going to take, that is password field. Okay, and next is age. We have seen incremental and decremental thing. So input type is number type. Okay, id is age and name is also age. Span is age error. If at all if you are entering less than 18, okay, it throws an error. Okay, telling you to enter between 18 to 100. And a submit button we have given, the text on the button is register. When you click on it, it has to give some form validation has to be done. Okay, so registration button on submit, what it shows, it shows here drop down text that prompting will be done that you have submitted. Let's see how does it work. So here in the body tag only I have given script source, where it is from form validation.js is my javascript file. Here in the form validation, what we are doing, we are trying to access what is given in the input field. So in the form, the first thing is form id is we have to as we have to traverse through the form, no. So in the html, so in the dom elements, like we have to traverse through the form element where it is in the body. Okay, document dot directly tag we are given dom html get element by id. The id for form is registration form, and name I am asking, name is the first element. We are getting it through by id only. Name, email, password, confirm password, age, all the all these things I am getting through get element by id only. And error spans, error span is till you enter the right thing, it is going to show you that error. Okay. And what kind of an error? Name error, email error, password error, those are the ids that we have given, that will be stored in these variables. Okay. And next is event listener we have to add. When you click on the submit, what it has to happen, what should be happen, what should be executed. So here I am passing a parameter for this event listener. That is, when you click on the submit, then function event, what is that event we are going to write? Event dot prevent default, that is prevent default form submission behavior. Once it is clicked, what kind of a prevent default means? It has to show it that the form is submitted. Okay, that is the default thing, default behavior. Okay, form submission behavior. And clear errors, this has to be done. Once it is submitted, all those errors should be cleared. Okay. And validate form, whether we are, whether see, we are trying to validate form fields. When we are trying to validate that email, whether it is consisting of at the rate symbol or not, are we giving the password correctly or not, so we are going to validate it using validate form function. So if is valid, this is the variable which is storing validate form return values. Okay. If is valued is true, then alert message, what it comes? Form submitted successfully. If it fails, we need to, if it fails, for what, why it is failing, that we have to check it. So is function validate form, you let valid equals to true, function has to be validated, no? So validate form, if valid equals to true, validate name. So name has to be, name is required. If you are not entering the name, if the value is null there, then the name, it has to alert us that name is required. Okay. And valid equals to false once it is given. And validate email, this is where it is telling us enter a valid email, that ampersand is missing. Yes, not ampersand, sorry, it is at the rate is missing. And then validate password, that password must be at least 6 characters long. Here we are writing, if you see how we are putting a condition, if the constant, if the password dot value dot length, if it's that length is less than 6, then it has to post the content, text content, it has to show that password must be at least 6 characters long. Here how we are throwing an error? Email error dot text content only we are throwing, no? That is enter a valid email. If at all name is not entered, if that value is null, then name error, what it shows, name is required. And password value, if this sorry, confirm password is also there, no? Confirm password, it has to go with the password that is been entered previously. So confirm password, it has to check whether the password value here given here is, if that is not equal, then you, it will be showing you the text content, that is passwords do not match. Okay. Next, validate age, here is the real function how it is going. If age dot value, if it is null, or if it is, if it is not the right value what we are giving, if it is less than 18, or if it is greater than 100, so it has to show age must be between 18 to 100. Okay. If we are saying age dot value, if it is 0, or if it is some letters we are entering, okay, or less than 18 or greater than 100, it has to show us the error message that age must be between 18 and 100. Okay. And return valid. So this is where we have validated. Now how are we going to validate email? Email format, how, the what is the general format of an email? So that is, it will be taking string value. Okay. String values it will be taking, and it has to consist of at the rate symbol. Okay. Dot some string value, com. Okay. This is the simple email validation regular expression. Okay, this is a simple email validation regular expression. Okay, so to lowercase string email dot to lowercase, email ids will be in lowercase only, no, so that's why we are converting them into lowercase. Okay, so this is where it is asking us to put an at the rate symbol over there, and function to clear all the error message. After this, all the fields have been entered and clicked, submission button has been clicked, then it has to clear all the errors, right? So once it is entered, so clear all the errors by giving the null values. Okay, this is the form validation. So once again we go to the execution. This is how our form registration form looks like, student registration form looks like, and this is how our alert message will be coming that form submitted successfully. When you click on OK, it gets closed. Thank you all. Keep learning.